Hello to all of the witch eyes. This is a conversation that I would like to have mostly with women, but men, you're more than welcome to participate. I'm probably going to do this really, really quick and wrap this up fast before you all can get here. But I wanted to talk about it. Beware of them. Okay? Hey, Jet Leopard, how you doing? Beware of them. Hey, Destiny. This is a subject matter that directly affects women, but indirectly affects, you know, people abroad and families and friends. Okay. Hey, Varney, how you doing? Hey, Ashley. Hey, Laquita. Okay, and I know y'all looking at the thumbnail and y'all saying, "What the hell is that?" Hey, Divine Missus. Look, y'all. Y'all know I'm a conspiracy theorist all day long. Hey, Andy. Hey, Rachel. And I know that these globalists have taken their time, their precious time throughout the years, throughout the ages, to figure out a way to dominate and control the entire what? The entire global resources of the planet. Even talking about going outside of the planet to go to other planets so that they can go and take ownership of those places. I mean, ready right now to go to Mars and change the atmosphere there to suit them, terraform. You know what terraform means? It's to terrorize and form an environment for themselves. This is what they're doing. They're going everywhere. That's why they're saying, "Oh, life is inhabitable on the planet Venus, and this and that and other, and these are gas planets, and you can't live on gas planets. But there are moons around these gas planets that is more favorable with human life, and they just want to own the entire galaxy, maybe the universe. There are so many steps ahead of us until it's like they're light years away from us with their technology. I'm talking about the globalist, okay? So, I want to speak to everybody. Hey, Living Waters, how you doing? Shirley Woods, how you doing? 4206, how are you? Hey, Cherokee Toulouse. Okay, did I get to everybody? Did I get to everybody? Hey, Bam Mickler. Hey, Liama. Okay, I think I got to everybody. So, and love you all. Look. So you need to get this in your mind. I know you said this ain't no witchcraft. I want to talk about the witchcraft. We're gonna talk about the witchcraft in a little bit because I'm up and about a little earlier than I usually am. As far as videos, I'm always up around this time, but most of the times I'm doing everything else before I start my videos in noontime, but I'm starting this early for a reason, and I may get to that or I may not. Okay, so but anyway, so we're talking about an industry, you understand, that works so hard to cut the population down. This is what they do. Okay, they own all of the wealth. Okay, it's not that you're dumb and you're stupid and you don't have a mind for money and you don't know how to be resourceful with it. It's just the fact that they have stolen most of all of the wealth. Okay, they own the motherfucking planet. You may as well say. Okay? They dominate the planet because they don't mind murdering someone to get it. Okay? Where you have been taught that, you were taught the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not kill. Okay? That only applies to you now. It doesn't apply to them. Okay? Because they were the ones that put the material in the Bible to train you to believe as they say. So if you have stored this indoctrination in you and you cannot rid yourself of it, so shall it be. Hello? So these are people. You can't find them, you can't touch them, you don't know where they at. You know where they puppets at, but can you get to the puppets? I'm not sure. Okay. These are the people that write the laws, they write the rules, okay? And they hand them down to you. Okay. They own all of the wealth because they had to kill innocent people to get it. And they did not mind. Okay? Their industries, their laboratories are responsible for most of the deaths that has occurred in your families and amongst your friends and loved ones. Most of your friends, family, you know what I'm saying, are dead because of this industry or these industries, okay? They pay big bucks for their scientists to go into the laboratories to create disease. If you are a target, you will have the unfortunate demise of, you know what I'm saying, leaving here suffering and dying due to horrific pain, excruciating pain and suffering. Do you hear me? And y'all know what I'm going to get at. Thank you so much, Aries, for your donation. Love you too. Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the love. Hey, Daniel. How you doing, Piscarius? Okay. So I want you to know that this system does not care about you. I don't care how you want to see it in your own little way, that most of what they do for us is because they love us and they care about us. They really don't. Okay, we have food here. This is a country with abundance, and there are a lot of countries that do not have the abundance that we have. But know that it's something sinister behind it. Okay, most of what we eat is to eventually take us out with some excruciating disease at one point or another. You need to know that. So when you're looking at all of those apples and nectarines and oranges and all those boxes are stacked with snacks that have, have this Franken food type disorder inside of it, is to eventually have you on a dialysis machine, have you go undergoing open heart surgery. You just know that. And then once you know that, it is a game changer, okay? It's a game changer once you know that, okay? So just don't go and dive in, okay? And just think that it's because you live under a government that really takes great care of you, okay? So you just need to know that they take great care of you because they know eventually what you're eating is going to eventually kill you. You're gonna die early death. They know this, okay? They know this. That's why so many people are getting outside of the country to figure out the truth. They have given us the information that we should be so grateful for this. You understand? And then they show us the comparison other countries, like the so-called third world countries, that they have themselves created and made a third world country. Abundance is all over the planet where there are humans. Mother Earth would not put you in a desolated place. If she does, she's going to show you a way to survive there. Okay? You need to know that. Everywhere she has placed humans and vegetation and life and animals and creepy crawly things, she has placed for them something to what? To nourish their bodies there. And when you find places where there are humans, where there is absolutely no vegetation, no life, no nothing, it's not because Earth put them there to punish them. It is because some globalist or elitist has come there and stolen the resources to own the wealth. Did y'all not know that? Let's talk about the truth here. Does this make sense? So they tell us you should be grateful that you're not over in some third world country in Africa where the babies have bloated stomachs and stuff, and their flies and stuff that are burrowing lava under their skin. Bot flies. Look them up. BOT flies. Or, the place is ravished with malaria. Or you should be grateful that you're not in a place where there's absolutely no water and you have to walk miles to get water. And inside of that, they have guinea worms. You should be grateful these are not the places that you're living in. And like I said, the reason why the people live under these third world conditions is because someone has stolen their precious resources. Okay, so now they have to inhabit these desolate places with all of these parasites and do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? So now you live with your chest stuck out. Oh, I'm privileged and I'm more superior and I'm better than them. But they show you those places because they don't want you to see places where there's abundance. Because then you may say, I don't have it as good as I thought after all. Wow, look at what they have. And it doesn't cost as much as what we have to pay for. I may have to be a little bit more independent, meaning that I'm used to my government supplying me grocery stores so that I can go and get food. I may be in this area where I may have to grow a few things and do more of this and more of that, but isn't that what I came here to do? After all, I am a hunter-gatherer. Does that make sense? And the people that live in this place, these places that have more abundance. And it's hard for me to break all that down now because I want to hurry up and sum this up and get to what I'm trying to talk about. You know what I'm saying? The food that I eat will nourish my body and my mind and my soul. And I won't be walking around feeling like the living dead. You understand? As though somebody has came in and just connected some type of drainer plumbing line to me and stolen all of my energy. You understand? You're feeling like that because what you eat is extracting your energy from you. You understand? But now I'm in this so-called third world country where there are fruit trees all over the place. It's an abundance of food. Coconuts, pineapples, papayas, all of these things are around me. Okay? They grow wild here. Okay? I know I don't have access to potato chips and Doritos and Coca-Cola. Yeah, and Dr. Pepper, and I don't have my fried chicken on board, macaroni, cheese, collard greens, and all of this stuff, but I do have the oxygenated foods from the earth that grows from the ground. I do have that available to myself, and when I eat it, I feel rejuvenized. Have my coconut water straight from the tree, I feel rejuvenated. I go to the market. I walk all over the curbstones. There is food everywhere that I can purchase. And I don't have to pay $2 for an avocado. I can tell you the truth. I can go down the street. There's an avocado tree down the street. Or I can buy an avocado for much cheaper on the curbside market. Do you see what I'm getting at? Oh, no, they're not going to show you that. They want you to concentrate on that little boy sitting there with that distended stomach and flies flying around their head. You understand? With the guinea worms hanging out of their nose. Because that is to make you feel grateful. And they are quick to say the reason why these people are having this trouble is because they have been disobedient to God. Who is God? God is the elitist. So if you ever want to know who God is, you understand? They have elected themselves to be that God. Did you all not know that? They own all of the wealth. They have stolen all of the wealth. That's what they have done. They took it upon themselves to go and to take whatever they possibly can from those people who are truly the civilized people. The globalists are very uncivilized as they strive to teach you how to live in their civilization and how to be civil. Oh, Zo Ziggy said, preach, how you doing? I just want them to know the truth. Hey, Daryl, how you doing? I just want them to know the truth. People think I'm crazy over here, okay? The so-called craziest people are the crazies, are the people. You're crazy because, let me tell you what crazy means. Crazy means that you are bold enough to have the audacity to expose them. Crazy means that you don't give a damn of what people think of you when you go ahead and do what you naturally feel like you want to do. That deems you crazy. You are the crazies of society. Well, call me crazy. You understand? I strive every day to reach the most craziest point in my life, because the crazier I get, the more information has been revealed to me from sources and from the divine. So call me crazy. Hello? I want to be even more crazier. Now, when you lose your mind and you get to the point you don't know your ass from the top of your head, now that's a different type of crazy. I'm not talking about the kind of crazy where you have just gone off on the deep end and there's no other place to house you but into the facility of the mentally ill. I'm not talking about that type of crazy. And the only thing when it comes to those people, the reason why they have wound up in this place is because they don't know how to. They have gotten so deep into um their ascension until they cannot discern the spirit world from the physical world. They're off kilter now. And a lot of things can cause that. Trauma, abuse, you understand, grieving takes us to these places. Just not having a support system. It's so difficult to get a support system as people strive so hard to be a part of that matrix system. Everybody wants to go to get along. No one wants to be different. No one wants to really be themselves. No one. To be yourself is to be ostracized and to be outside the circle, to be alone, to become that hermit. You understand? No one wants to be there. Everyone wants to be loved. And it's a natural thing. Humans are sociable creatures and we want to be loved. But if you're here in this place called America, get used to being isolated. Get used to cold shoulders. Get used to this as you take upon your work to ascend and to help other people to ascend, because this world here that they've created, this Western world that they have created, this mindset, it's on its way out the door. Okay, so you ain't gonna have no choices, and y'all'll be woke. Okay, y'all'll be woke. While the rest continue to sleep and slumber. Let them sleep, let them slumber. It's not your job to go and shake people and wake them up. You can lead the horse to the water, but you cannot make that horse drink. Okay, know that. So don't be racking your brains trying to help them get up, because they like it like that. Okay, but I said all of this to say this, that the next time you open up a Snickers, I just want you to beware of what you're eating. You understand? The next time you open up one of those packaged granola bars and all of that stuff, just know what you're eating. You understand? You need to know. Even though you may feel like there's nothing you can do about it, which you can, you still need to know. And I'm going to tell you that what you're eating is going to lead to a lot of heartache and pain. And that is the bottom line of it, okay? They have it designed that way. We have shelf lives because they have designed it that way. Yeah, we all have a shelf life, okay? Now, you can either do something about it or you don't necessarily have to, but let's talk. I want to talk to women. Let's gather let me gather my thoughts. and go back to this place. Hey, Patricia Wise, how you doing? Let's go back to this place. Let's go back. Hey, SK Productions, where you been? Where you been? Ashley, we're going to talk later. I'm going to be listening out for you. I had a busy day yesterday. Ashley may be knowing what I'm going to get ready to talk about because I told you I had a situation in this situation that I had to go to. So y'all gather around so y'all can listen because this may just help somebody one day. Look, women, guard your little girls' heads. Guard them. Guard them. Okay? Okay, so if you're online and you see the phone call, I mean you see I declined your call, just call me a little bit later, okay? Look, what you all see on the thumbnail is what I call a false baby. It's an evil, wicked entity. Anybody can see the thumbnail right now? It's a wicked, evil entity. I'm going to dive into it. Fibroids are very sinister. Fibroids are sinister. And by no means am I going to sit down here and think, okay, that they are naturally occurring. Mother Nature would not do that to us. Do you hear me? They rob you of life. When I say sinister and wicked, I believe in something more diabolical than that. They are parasites and they starve you of life, a good quality of life, energy so that you can live and thrive. They're diabolical entities. They look like alien life form, and there are a lot of women suffering from these. They are here to rob generations, 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 and generations, etc. Okay? They feed off of generations because they immobilize your ability to produce offsprings, okay? Who do I think is responsible for these things? You know what I'm going to say. Your pharmaceutical companies, your laboratories, damn it, your elitists are behind it. After all, they have to find a way to cut down the population. Women walk around with these things in their bodies. They can get the size of fully grown fetuses. They have their own blood vessels. They have arteries and veins, as if though they are living creatures and beings. I want you all, if you can stomach that, I want you all to look them up. I have seen one that had a blood vessel in it so big it looked like an aorta. How cruel. And your pharmaceutical companies, okay? Your country is responsible. I might do some lying right now to most of y'all. Y'all might say, Mama is lying now. Or she just didn't do her research. Damn it, I'm not going to do no research right now. I am going to source when I bring you this information. But I got a sneaky feeling that these westernized countries have more cases of fibroids than any other fucking country. All by design. I want y'all to look it up. If anybody got a minute to look this thing up real quick, let me know. Does America, these westernized countries, let's just talk about all the westernized countries, have more fibroid cases than any other country? I'm just wondering. Thank you, Destiny. Destiny is so many steps ahead of me. Okay. I was just trying to give somebody a minute to see. Can y'all tell me? Does America have more fibroid cases? All the westernized countries have more fibroid cases than any other country. Hey Raymond, how you doing? Okay, well then I tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. And I know why we have that. It's no coincidence. Yes, Patricia says some women look pregnant. Because they are. They are. If you got these big fibroids in you, you are actually pregnant. But you're pregnant, okay, with a tumor. And tumors are living organisms. Okay? They thrive. Understand? They don't have eyes, nose, and teeth. But they are alive. They are living. Okay. So anyways, since I'm not going to get an answer right now, I'm going to go ahead on and elect to say, due to source, that America got more cases. Hey, LaShonda, how you doing? Thank you, LaShonda. Thank you. And LaShonda said, yes, we do have the most cases. I've worked in the medical field 18 years. Thank you so much for the information. I want to know, or I want you to think about this. Why does America have more cases? I don't want to hear any shit about no goddamn genetics this, genetics that. What is in America, okay, that is giving all of these women fibroids? A lot of people may not be able to fathom this, but I mean, just imagine storing a volleyball in your abdominal cavity, okay, and living with that. Imagine that. I think a newborn baby is probably about the size of when it's balled up, the size of a basketball or something. Imagine living with a basketball in your stomach. Does that sound painful? And the reason why I said like that is because when you go to the medical industry and you complain of these things, they act as if though you should not be what? You should be unscathed, or you shouldn't be phased. This is the way they act. It's not a big deal to them. Why? Because they don't care about the suffering. Matter of fact, some of them, they are in with these companies as they continue to create this ease. The medical professional communities, or the medical professionals, or they have the key. They will decide whether or not you get extensive care or not. They decide it based upon whatever prejudices they have against you. Now you go out and do the math. So, okay, let's talk about it. Why do these black women carry these fibroids? Why? I'm not going to give the answers. I'm just going to throw it out and y'all can just think about it. Why do they have these fibroids? Why are they forced to live with them? And why, in most cases, the only treatment is hysterectomy? Okay, I just said why. That's all. I'm done with that. Okay? How do they get them in the first place? And not only black women suffer with these fibroids, white women suffer with them too. The reason why I'm talking about black women because they suffer with them due to a higher degree than any other race. Why do they have them? Why? Think. Make your own opinion. So that's what you all see on the thumbnail. They are lifting something out of someone's uterus, a fibroid. If you are suffering with fibroids, do your research before you make a decision to go and get treatment. Anyone out there that is suffering with fibroids, do your due diligence before you go and seek treatment. What do fibroids do? Fibroids drink up your blood energy. They drink up your blood energy. You need your blood energy from day to day to get up, take care of yourself, take care of your children, go to work, take care of your family. But they are utilizing it. They're just in one spot serving no purpose but to what? Drain you. Don't just run and say, hey, let me go and get this issue taken care of. I'm going to go to such and such doctor. No, research them first. Look at treatment plans. Based upon what treatment action you want after researching should determine what doctors you should be reaching out to, because most of these doctors are going to say, let me just take your womb out, young women who want families eventually. Let me just take your womb out of your body so you won't have to worry about having any more children, okay? No different than that Mississippi experiment where they were just actually giving young women hysterectomies just because they did not want them to have children, okay? Only with this situation is a forced hysterectomy. Well, that was forced too, but they have a damn good reason to give it to you. Oh, we're going to take care of this so you can get your quality of life back on, okay? We're just going to take out what makes you out of your body. We're going to take it out. And it's just not for just producing babies. I mean, your uterus is far more important than you can imagine. I mean, your immune system, women, it's in your uterus, your immune system. It's a circulatory organ, okay? Without it, you began to get this boxy appearance in your waistline and all of that. You're more likely to suffer from osteoporosis, heart disease, high blood pressure. All of that stuff comes with that when they take out your uterus. So it's multifunctional. Do your research. And I'm sure there are some women who are suffering right now under the sound or over the sound of my voice with uterine fibroids. To some people, it may be an embarrassing subject matter, very private matter, because, I mean, they make you feel as if though you are inadequate or you're a bad person or you've gone out and done something evil or wicked to have gotten these things when they are the ones that are actually causing it. Okay. I'm going to discuss some of the ways that women are getting this, especially African American women, because when they isolate us as African American women, it is like to make us feel as if though we are being punished for something wicked that we may have done by isolating us. More African American women are like we were disobedient to get that, or maybe that some type of God force is punishing us for being who we are, when in actuality everything on the planet was created by nature, and everything on the planet is good, no matter what color it is, no matter how it's shaped or what have you. But damn it, fibroids are not created by nature. Okay? So if you're suffering with these, and they say, well, you can change your diet, you can change your diet. Yeah, that's probably good for, like, making sure you don't get them, or if you got tiny ones to keep them from growing. But once they have taken over your abdominal cavity, it's too late to say diet is key. Those things have to come out. Okay? So if you have, if they are the size, they have now gotten the size of grapes or larger, you need a treatment plan to have them removed. No, your uterus does not have to be removed because you have a cluster or stalks of fibroids. Don't let them fool you with that. Okay? They have procedures called myomectomies. Don't allow them to have access and make decisions for you like that, to take your ability to reproduce from you, or to have that circulatory organ in your body to do its functions. Okay, now if it's cancerous, it's got to go. But you'll still, even for women who have had hysterectomies, you'll still have the ethereal copy of your uterus still within you. Okay, but it's too many unnecessary hysterectomies going on out there. Okay, we're going to talk about how people are getting them. Hey, Jay Solar, how you doing? Let me look inside of the chat. Cherokee Tolu says herbs, red clover and red raspberry, sarsaparilla. Did I say that right? Women's best friend and yoni steaming. Yeah, because at one time I got to thinking about some of these men, when you're having sex with these men and they're implanting their sperms, that can be a breeding ground depending on what that man eats. If this man is all he likes, if you say, I'm a vegan, I'm a vegetarian, and I eat good, and you are in a relationship with a person and you are exchanging fluids with their circulatory system, and they are in fact eating those things that you would not eat, guess what? It's doing you no good to be a vegetarian or a vegan if they're not eating what you're eating. You're eating plant-based, but they're eating swine. What good is that? Because a man's seminal fluid is his cerebellum fluid. Yes, cerebral fluid is in seminal fluid. Okay, so whatever he has eaten, if he's on any kind of medications like pharmaceuticals, or if he's on any kind of street illicit drugs or whatever, you are having a dose of that too. I do believe to some extent the sperm can implant itself into the womb and create false babies that they call fibroids. So you need to be careful who your partner is. You understand? Think about all of this stuff, okay? Where is all of that sperm going? Where does that sperm die? When that sperm dies, what does it create? How does dead sperm affect the uterus? You understand? That's why I say really your uterus is sort of an immune system, because it has to flush itself. It needs to be flushed. some kind of a way and drained a woman's. It was Louis Farrakhan, I think, that says a woman's uterus. I mean, a woman's vagina is like a wound that needs to be dressed and taken care of on a daily basis and everything. And it's so true. You treat it like it's like a you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's up to you. I mean, that's the way he said it. But I don't know. Maybe y'all have a different way of seeing it because daily it drains itself. It's an immune system. Okay. So, anyways, let me read the chat before I go to a little bit further. Hey Astro, how you doing? LaShonda says the food, the toxic air. Conscious Wave, how are you doing? She says, do not trust Western medicine. Taking anything out of the body is unnatural. Patricia said, but all doctors stick together, in my opinion. Yes, they do. Hey, Miss K, how you doing? She said, it is to kill off the races. I do believe so. I do believe so. And that's a good form of extermination and genocide all day long. We must look at it like that, and it is true. It is true. It is true. It is true. I don't care how I try to, say, okay, well, the globalists is really trying to cut down the population, which they are. They're trying to really tell you the truth. They just want everybody, all the masses, down to a small, manageable amount of people. We already know that. But we must say that if you're saying African Americans have more fibroids, we really need to look into that and try to come up with the reasons why. We really do, and no one's doing any research on that. So hey, look, whoever is interested need to go into it before Mama mutilate it. Because if I go to source, source is gonna tell me, so y'all ain't gonna be able to make no babies, and they know what they put in your food. Okay, so anything mothers, anything that has have a lot of estrogen in it, you don't want to put that on your little girl. You don't want to put that on your little girls. Hair greases with estrogen in it, synthetic estrogen in it. Your daughters are developing quickly. Here you're gonna soon have a 3-year-old, and you're gonna have to put a sanitary napkin on it and put a bra on it. You hear me? No more greases, hair greases and stuff like that. Read your labels on your hair greases. Make your own hair grease. These sprays that you're spraying on the little girl's hair. What do they have in them? Relaxers contain products that may expose your daughters to chemicals that may not be good for them or good for you. What's in this? Because you got to think about it now. When they're ready for you to go, they're going to target whatever you like. That's just like if I got a big, huge rat population in my house and I want to get rid of it, I'm going to put the poison wherever they dwell. Hello? Your fast food restaurant, stop taking your children to Burger King and McDonald's. I'm talking about people of all races now, but especially Black people. Stop taking your children to fast food restaurants, okay? They contain, come on now. These meats have a lot of estrogen in it. Think about it. That's why we so big and well endowed. Around here got 11-year-olds around here looking like, they getting ready to go and make some babies, make some families and stuff around here. 11 years old. How are you, 11? You 11? You sure? Yes, I am. Already 6 foot tall. Wearing triple double D's. Okay? Big booties, big thighs, everything. It's the estrogen in The hair products. Your skin absorbs that stuff. Hello? Especially, they already said black women have more estrogen than most. So if you already know you got that going on, and then you done sat up there and you done ate some fried chicken full of hormones, and you think about it, you done just had a relaxer and you got your hair greased all up. What else? I mean, what else? You got a toxic. You just got something just ready to just plain old to just self destruct. All that estrogen, because guess what? Fibroids feed off of it. They love it. They're just like when that growing fetus is in your body, it needs estrogen and progesterone. Okay? It needs that. Okay? Think about it. The baby needs it, and so does the fibroid. And this is the reason why they grow and grow and grow and grow so big. If you do got a baby in there, it is going to not have room. It's going to be starved and deprived of blood supply, because really babies, they parasites too. So who's the parasite going to win? Is it going to be the false baby, the fibroid, or the baby? Which one going to win? Get that shit out your head. But stop wearing them relaxers. You ain't cute. Get that shit out your head. It's for your own good. Like I said, their version of not telling you the truth is what keeps you from the truth. So because they did not tell you the truth does not mean that the truth does not exist. You're supposed to seek the truth. The only way to seek the truth is to go out and look for information, do research. Okay? They teach you just enough so that they can continue to use you as labor. Not only just use you as labor, but to keep you in the loop. Get that out your hair right now. Don't put that stuff in your head. That's what set up your breast cancers. You may as well smoke a cigarette. Don't brag. You know what? I'm a vegan. I'm a vegan. I'm a vegetarian. But I just had a relaxer put in the other day. I just greased my scalp. I oiled my scalp and I sprayed my hair, my scalp and my hair and stuff. Isn't it pretty as I just make it bounce and go from place to place to place? Yes, I'm a vegan. How can you put that fried chicken in your mouth? How? Even though I'm standing up here with a relaxer. How can you put those potato chips in your body, even though I'm sitting here with tracks in my head? Whether they be glued in or sewed in. Like I say, when they want to target you, they get to you by lacing those things they know that you like exclusively. Okay? Don't give nobody your mind. You're not woke if you got creamy crack on your scalp. You're not woke. Okay? Stop going around preaching the wokeness, because you're not. You're not. You are responsible for your children's fibroids that they're going to have in the future, because you have put the creamy crack on their heads. You are letting these industries have access to your children's brains. That stuff is right there where their brains is. These are their antennas. You have turned their antennas into sticks, straw. They cannot receive the information that they need to connect themselves with divine source. You have cut that off and denied them access. Oh, you want to put a flat iron on that? Oh, okay. Okay, just go and burn that organ up. Okay, just go ahead on and roast it. Marshmallows at an open fire. Chestnuts roasting at the open fire. You may as well go and do that. Mutilate them. Go ahead. Shit, I did it. Didn't know no better. But now that I have access to information and material, my grandbabies will have they will have a better life than this, than what I gave to my children. They will have a better life. No little black girl She'll have grease, a pressing comb, or flat iron, or a relaxer in her head, and to walk around and see all these little black girls with tracks in their heads. It's just ridiculous. 4 or 5 year olds already got a Cleopatra bob on their head because somebody took their times, cornrow her hair, her relaxed hair, and has sewed in a weave. Shame on you. And it is your fault because you have access to the internet. You have access to all of this information and you refuse to, immerse yourself in knowledge. You understand? If you have to do it on your break while you're on your job, you're supposed to be immersed in knowledge. But instead, you are trying to learn how to clap your ass. Hello? And trying to teach the children how to do it. Trying to teach your daughters how to do it. Come on now. We got work to do. All of us, we have work to do. No matter what race you are, you got work to do. It's time to teach your children how to be self-sufficient. Dance is a wonderful thing. In our civilization, we've always danced, to invoke spirits and stuff. But when you are allowing that to override everything else, you're going to seek knowledge and learning how to be self-sufficient, like I always say, and having the knowledge to arm yourself from weapons and stuff like that, then it becomes a problem. You need to arm yourself with knowledge, y'all. Arm yourselves because we're hurting our children. So anyway, that's another mode of transportation to get to your body, with the relaxers to go inside your pores. Your brain is right up under there. You understand? To unleash these biological weapons. And now you're wondering why the people in the inner city, especially black people in the inner city, are running people over with their cars, just driving over folks and shit, just slamming into fast food restaurants and, in long lines fighting for pies, fried chicken sandwiches and all. Peer pressure is a bitch. This is what's wrong with them, not us, but them. I'm not going to put myself in the category just because all skin folk ain't kin folk. Hello? Y'all out there by yourself if that's what y'all doing, okay? I'm just here providing the information that if you find yourself in this place where you just cannot do without and I don't mind sharing information with you all. My son had gotten addicted. He got addicted to KFC. That girlfriend had him addicted to that stuff, and he got outrageous with it. I did a spell. Everybody's saying, why you can't do a spell and break that up? I did a spell and broke it up. I did work. Great breakup work, and I broke them two up. They're not together anymore. But when he was with her, his appearance, the people you with can change your appearance. If they looking down and scraggly, you going to start looking all down and scraggly. If they start looking like a living dead, you going to start looking like the living dead. You understand? Y'all exchanging fluids. Their mindset becomes your mindset. If you're sleeping with murderers, what you think is happening with you? You got them spirits around you too. But anyway, she had got him hip to them stopping over there eating KFC and hearing KFC. And then all of a sudden, he just started looking like, he was getting bloated. I said, you know who you look like? You look like Lamont off of Sanford and Son. That's who you looking like, with these big pumpkin cheeks and stomach hair started sticking out. That stuff is made that way to eventually distort your body, debilitate you, have you at the local that's why they putting them up all over the place. The local kidney dialysis facility. You understand? So it can go and take you on out the door. You be so heavy you won't eat much. He started getting fat. Since then, since I broke that shit up, he's starting to look back like himself. He's detoxing. I'm just going to be honest, he wants to go back, but daily I am working on my work to keep them broke up. How can I be a witch and I can't do breakup spells? Hello? I told Mr. Willie I'm going to get ready to do breakup spells on my daughter and on my son. And they both were successful. I'm at the point now in my stage of life where I can command. No, I cannot levitate yet, but I can command. Okay. So the both of them are single, and I'm going to keep them single. I mean, this is what the matriarch did back in the day. What makes us think that we shouldn't continue? No, they're not going to write a book showing you how to help make decisions for your grown children. Okay, you should just know that. This is why they deem us to be witches in these countries in Africa, and they ban us off into these isolated places for witches and stuff, because once y'all get here where I'm at, witches, you will be able to do this type of work. At my age, I can do it. Okay? If I tell you I'm going to make you grow black mushrooms from your ceiling, you trust, better believe you better be trying to come up with an action to go ahead and start fumigating your ceilings. Fumigate it. Okay? It's just the truth, because I am what I said I am, a natural born witch. And see, I make no apologies for it. Who knows? Maybe one day I will regret that I am what nature created me to be. But why should we walk around fearing being who we are? Did we make ourselves? Did you make yourself? The fact that I am attracted to darkness, I'm attracted to darkness because I am that I am. That's what I am. Did I make myself to be that way? That's the question. Why, out of all things, you chose to make yourself dark? When I said dark, when I talk about magic and colors, I'm not talking about a race, okay, or the color of my skin. I'm talking about my work and who I am. You hear what I'm saying? Okay, so I wanted to talk about something. I forgot about it just that quick about darkness and the witch. But I can't get too deep into that right now, because I wanted to talk about the women and the fibroids. Know that your fibroids are put there by the medical professions that sell birth control pills. Okay? What you think those birth control pills are? Think. Look, let me talk to you, women out there. Had you ever thought about when you take a birth control pill and the sperm actually goes in there and fertilizes the egg? Where does it go when you take the birth control pill? Had you ever wondered? The egg is now fertilized by the sperm, but you have introduced birth control into your what? System. Now that the egg is fertilized, listen, the birth control pill does what to the fertilized egg? It goes in and renders your uterus to be inhabitable to the sperm. To the sperm and the egg, the so-called ovum. It makes it a very hostile and unstable environment. Where do you think it goes from there? You don't think that it implants itself into the wall of the uterus? You don't think that? Implantation has still occurred. So now that implantation has occurred, your womb has now become an environment that cannot grow the baby. That is going to remain there. It's there. And now you play this game month after month, year after year. Of all of these fertilized eggs that have implanted themselves in the womb over and over and over again, I do believe that these ovums or these fertilized eggs become fibroids over time. These are all of the babies that did not have the opportunity to be born. They're in your uterus. They're fibroids now. Did you not know that? I know what you're saying. There are so many of them, though. You got your pedunculated ones that are on the outside exterior of your uterus. Did you not know that sometimes babies can implant on the outside of the uterus? Did you not know that? Yes, babies can implant themselves outside of the womb. These are the so-called pedunculated ones. They grow a little bit different because there's not much of a blood lining on the exterior of the uterus. They can implant themselves in the fallopian tubes. Some of them have even implanted inside of the actual, I can't even think of the name of the round part that carrot stores the eggs. They have implanted themselves there. They've even implanted themselves on the cervix. Or they can even implant themselves inside of the muscular part of the actual womb. The health industry knows this. They know it. They know that that fertilized egg is going to implant in your womb and it's not dead. It's just waiting for what? Estrogen and progesterone so that it can grow. And some women are so are more sensitive to that than others. The black woman, she's more sensitive. You're more sensitive to it. Carry a lot of estrogen, far more estrogen than other races. So that estrogen is going to feed your dead. It's not even dead. It's just lying dormant. Okay. What all you have done is arrested its development. This is why it has its own blood supply, its own circulatory system. This is why it moves just like a baby. There's some women say, "Oh, I can feel it moving," and then you could just see it jumping or whatever. That was supposed to be one of your babies. Now it's just like having a conjoined twin inside of your body. It needs blood just like you do. It's living with you. It's living with you. And so you go and you have either your womb removed because you have all of these excess dormant ovums just decorated all over your uterus, basically. And the inside on the outside. Now you got to get your womb taken out. Or they're going to remove them. You're going to get a myomectomy. They're going to remove them. You're going to go back on your birth control. And guess what? And you're going to have some more of those dormant ovums stored on your womb. That's why they come back. They come back because you get back on the same motherfucking thing that caused it in the first place. Get off these birth control pills. There's so many different methods. The problem with the hair products is that it has more estrogen to give to and feed eventually these dead ovums. Not dead ovums, but dormant ovums. That's why you need to be careful with the hair care product lines. You don't need that. Your hair does not have to have that type of grease. You got olive oil, you got mineral oil, you have oils that you can put in your hair. Understand what I'm saying? This is why fibroids were unheard of before birth control. Your sanitary napkins, you don't know what's in that, women. Women of all races, you don't know what that is. Use those cloth sanitary napkins. They're made of cloth. They come in different colors, like black, different colors or what have you. Wash them in the laundry machine. Wash them on your hands and reuse them over and over again until you get you some more. Come on now. You don't need to use that, man. I'm telling you, that's another target. Sets you up for cancers. They talking about HPV and all this other different stuff. Uterine cancers and stuff like that. You're not suspicious of these pads? They're the chemicals to create them, to absorb the blood. May not be healthy for you. Now on your vagina, you may be missing skin. I don't know. Some anything can happen. You're feeding fibroids, all of that stuff. So I just wanted to talk to you all about this and make you aware. A lot of you are infertile because it just could be just as simple as the sanitary napkins you're wearing. The hair care products that you're wearing is keeping you infertile. Look, let me tell you something how I can tell you, I can believe this is so true. You know how come? They have birth control patches that they can put on your arm to stop you from having babies. Just a patch that go on your skin. How come they can't put that same shit in your hair care products? Hello? So really, they talk about these low birth rates and stuff that is occurring all over America and stuff. I do believe it's a reason for that. Why would babies just suddenly stop being born? Unless a man got his hand in it. It was a wrap when I saw that you could just put a patch, a piece of paper, and stick it on your arm, on your butt somewhere, and you can't have no babies. It was a wrap for me. I'm like, they putting that same shit in hair care products. Wouldn't they work the same? That's why you ain't seeing no pregnant women around here. They own you. If you putting that stuff in your head, they own you, baby. They have decided your destiny. They have decided you're not gonna have no babies this lifetime. But how do you take your power back? You take your power back by only putting in your hair the things you create. Do you really need shampoo to shampoo your head? Absolutely not. You can make your own concoction with now I wouldn't say, and it depending on your hair texture. If you don't want your hair greasy because your hair grows straight anyways, I wouldn't say do this. But if your hair grows, of a texture similar to mine, I have what they call oh gosh, I can't remember those things, like a C, something like a something C, or some C is a BC or something. Hair texture 4C or something, or 4B or something. I don't know. Let's put it like this. My hair has I don't have curls. I have more of a random pattern to my hair. I don't have an S curl. I have a random pattern. It may be S curl in nature. It may be a Z, like a zigzag in texture. And that would determine your hair to be more of a kinkier texture or something. Like with hair like mine's, you can mix up baking soda. You can get you a masonry jar. Any size you want. I would prefer them to be in smaller masonry jars. And you can mix just a little bit of baking soda and a vinegar and what you call that, coconut oil. Mix that. Not much coconut oil. Wash your hair with that. Or explore how to make your own shampoos, y'all. Don't use the shampoo that says dark and lovely, or if it calls out a specific people. You understand what I'm saying? Don't use it. You are now a target. You better believe they got some type of deterrent to keep you from producing babies and producing what, and feeding these dormant ovums that are being stored in your uterus. And you taking the birth control, okay? So you need to be creating your own hair care products. That's why it was good when Carol's daughter was out there because she was putting more natural products in there. And the fact that, they were like, hell no, we ain't finna have y'all going to her getting natural products. We still need access to your bodies, to your brains. So we can keep you sick, keep you without babies, keep you, growing these dormant ovums. We need you all to continue this up. And see, I got to start labeling my videos with the proper information because see, people, this is what people are doing. People are coming in here listening to my videos, content creators, and then they go off and they create their own videos. They create their videos, and just the fact that I've been talking about a variety of stuff, then when I go back to talk about what I'm talking about, it's like I'm copying off of them. Just like I was already in a video talking about smart refrigerators and smart TVs and all that. Next thing I know, a well-known content creator started talking about smart products. And then it made it look like I was talking about what they were talking about when I went back to the subject matter. So I could be talking about this and what this stuff is, and then one of these content creators can come back and start talking about it. And then when I go back to revisit what I'm talking about today, then it makes it look like I'm talking about what they're talking about. So this is why I will have to change the title to fibroids and birth control pills. So when I go back, I won't have to have people saying, oh, you talking about what such and such talking about. No, they got the idea from here. Not all people, but in what that smart video idea, I was already talking about that way before then. I'm not saying that the person was, got the information from me. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. That person could watch me. I am not sure. I just know that I was talking about that way ahead of time. And this community is real small, and all of us, we do listen to each other. Okay? But it was brought to my attention that somebody was already had done a video on it, was asking, did I watch it? No, I didn't. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I was already talking about it. But I talk about a lot of different subjects as I vlog. But yes. So how do you, this is sort of like a fertility video because it's a lot of women that think that they're infertile. And no doctor can tell you you're infertile. They can tell you that, but that does not mean it's true. Okay. If you are a woman and you're born with a womb, some women have actually gotten pregnant without a womb and still carry the baby and deliver it. If you are a woman, no matter what age you are, if you are sleeping with a man, you can be pregnant. Even women older than me, no longer have a menstruation, in menopause, can still get pregnant. It is called nature. Nature has a way of doing exactly what it wants to do. I went into, when I go in for my medication, they do what you call those pregnancy tests. And I'm like, well, why would you want to do a pregnancy test on me? I'm in my 50s. Because they say women your age still get pregnant. So it is not unheard of. It's very, very rare. It's not unheard of for a 51-year-old or 61-year-old to be able to get pregnant without medical means. It's not unheard of. It does happen. And I was saying, well, Auntie, I don't think that can happen, honey. I would have to be like Mother Mary or whatever. And they talked about how this woman came in. She was 56 years old. No more periods. But just because she had a spot of blood, women, if you're my age and you have just a spot of blood, that is a period. That is considered still like a menstrual period. So be careful. You can't just see, oh, I just have a little spot of blood every month. You protect yourself, because we at our age and stuff like that. I don't know about you, but I done raised some children. This will not be a wonderful time to be having no kids. So protect yourself. Man could not tell you are infertile. Okay? They can make you infertile. Temporarily or permanently, depending on what you decide to do with your body after hearing this information. Okay? If you decide that you're going to continue on putting the weaves and the wigs and the chemicals like, relaxers in your hair, and you want to have babies, thank you, baby, and you want to have babies and you still ain't had none yet, and you sitting up here on probably 40, 41 years old, and you still ain't had no children, and you can't figure out how come, you need to look at some of the things you've done. You decide you want to keep on putting your relaxers in there. I done already told you it is a chance. Just like they got that patch they can stick on your arm and stop you from having babies, they can put that same stuff in your relaxers. And a woman who does manage to have babies that use the creamy crack, she needs to understand this because she's a very fertile woman to be able to have leaped all of those different, you know what I'm saying, hurdles. Okay, so if you are not quite naturally a fertile person, you understand, because every woman's fertility is different. It is a chance because you have been exposed to maybe some of that stuff. So put them down. You want to have babies, put it down. Don't put no more relaxers in your hair. Make your own shampoos out of your own natural ingredients. That's one step towards fertility. Stop wearing the pharmaceutical pads and some of your pharmaceutical medications that can affect your period. Some of your high blood pressure pills can affect your fertility and your libido. Even men have come to me and said that they can't, I'm not no sex industry person here by far. Y'all know I have a very motherly energy about me. But I have men who do come occasionally and say that they're not able to get a proper erection. And a lot of it comes from, the pharmaceuticals. Your blood pressure pills will affect you, you know what I'm saying? Your blood flow to your penis to put the blood in there and all of that. And some women have that problem. Okay. So you say you ready to make some babies? Well, you may have to let go of some pharmaceuticals that you're taking. Find a natural way. You also may have to like I say, buy your pads offline, the cloth pads. You can make your own pads. Yes. Women, you can make your own diapers for your babies and your own pads. Use black cloth with a cotton in there. 100% cotton. You understand? You can make that yourself. At one time, that's what women wore. They wore rags and socks. I was talking to a girl and she still wear socks. Cotton socks. Twixt her legs. She stayed way down there in way down there in down there in the country down in there. But she said they put socks under there. And they're very fertile. I got a bunch of babies down there, because they still walking around with their natural hair with no chemicals and nothing like that in there, and wearing socks and wearing rags. So they and a lot of them don't believe in birth control. There are a lot of cultures don't believe in birth control, and I see why. I see why. Do you all want? I'm talking to all the women who are taking birth control. Do you want dormant ovums storing themselves in the lining of your uterus? If you don't, get off the birth control pills. And then you become infertile over time with birth control. Think about the women who have been on birth control pills for 10 years. Now you got all of those dormant ovums lining your whole entire uterus. Where is the baby going to implant itself? I talked to a girl, told me she had been on, I'm going to tell you a true story. Listen to me real good. And this is for the women who ready for a change. If you're not ready for a change, you know what I'm saying? You don't believe what I say, then I can understand. I'll catch you next video, okay? This ain't necessarily for you. But I want y'all to spread this information to everybody, to help everybody, no matter whether you black, you white, you're Asian, whatever color you are. Spread this word. I'm gonna tell you all a true story, and I heard this more than one time. As far as the birth control pill, but let me tell you about this one lady. She said my mama put me on birth control when I was 17. I said, oh, okay. She put all the girls on birth control because she had her baby early and she didn't want that to happen to us. I said, oh. And so when she got ready to want to have children, I think she was in her mid 20s and she was ready to have babies. She couldn't have none. She just, just going from one fertility doctor to the next, to the next, to the next. And they weren't telling her the truth. They were just saying, well, sounds like you'll never be able to have babies because you don't have enough this, you don't have enough that, you don't have enough this, you know what I'm saying? So she got to be 35, still no babies. Her in a relationship with her man, they broke it off. And so she thought she would never have kids. So she had considered adopting, and still on those same birth control pills and stuff like that. And so let me see how she put this thing. So she never knew why she was not able to have babies. The doctor just was telling her that she had an imbalance and stuff in hormones, which is a bunch of bullshit. Because most women you're going to have estrogen and progesterone. That's just bottom line, unless you're now in the menopause stage. But I think most female born females will have that. I'm not saying that there aren't any imbalances, but it's very rare. So she got married and everything again. And I think she was like about 38 when she found out she was pregnant. So she was all shocked and everything. And so finally it was time for her appointment and stuff like that, where they do the sonogram and stuff, and found out that she had 3 8-pound fibroids in her uterus. Meanwhile, she had gone to all these fertility specialists that said she had hormone imbalances and this, that, and the other. None of them never done a sonogram or an ultrasound to see what was going on in there. They was just drawing blood, giving her bullshit reasons for why she was not able to conceive. So on her hand, she's got 3 8-pound fibroids and a growing fetus. And she thought she was going to lose the baby because, how you going to carry all of that around? Okay. So she had to go to these fertility specialists and stuff. And she just knew she was going to lose the baby and everything. But she managed to have the baby. Matter of fact, she went on to get pregnant again, almost died, because even after that, no doctor wanted to remove them. Yeah, there are some doctors that do not want to remove your fibroids. They want them to stay there. Okay? You do the math and think about why they would want you to continue to walk around with that suffering. Okay? So they let them stay there. Didn't try to remove them. But she had an oopsie, and got pregnant with a second child. When she got pregnant with that one, she managed to carry them. They were like 10 pounds by this time because the estrogen had fed them, and they were even bigger. So she looked like she was getting ready to have like quintuplets. Do you hear me? And so she managed to have that baby. When she had that baby, one of the fibroids had degenerated. When they degenerate, that means the blood supply has been cut off, and it exploded while she was giving birth. She almost died, and they had to give her an emergency hysterectomy. Why didn't anyone try to go ahead and take them out after she had her first baby? So I say all of this to say this right here. They don't care about you carrying these ovums, which I call false babies. They don't care about you carrying this around. And in a sense, it's like your punishment. Because birth control pills are very unnatural. You understand? So it's sort of like a karmic, or if you don't believe in karma, it goes back to for every action, there is a reaction. What is the reaction to you taking action to take a pill to keep you from producing a baby? Okay. So that's going to sum this video up, and we just going to do some talking here. Uh, I just wanted y'all to, hey, Akita, thank you so much for the donation. Akita says we have to re-educate ourselves, then share with one another what we know. We need our own communities, reverse the brain damage. Spirulina on deck. Okay? Start taking action so that the reaction can be something that is positive and productive for your life. These are you got to realize you live in a country where if it has not been spoke about, people believe it does not exist. They don't speak about this parallel world with us, which is the spirit realm. So that means what? It does not exist. We think that whatever we were not taught does not exist, and that is not truth. This is why people pay for information and go to lectures and stuff like that and travel all overseas. Learn different language so you can communicate with these people and see what's really going on outside of this country. I'm telling you, this kind of country is very sinister. You heard it from me first. As these people who sit content creators sit here, and they're not all, they're not all in the spiritual community. Trust me, they're not. They just know that I have source information. And they do come here and get the information and go and do research and do videos on it. They do. They create movies and stuff and books, write books, all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you heard it here first. It's common sense that those ovums, that's when you have a sperm and you have an egg that join together, the fertilized egg is now called an ovum. When it gets so many cells, how long does it take for that sperm and that egg to produce enough cells before the development has been arrested by the time it has now implanted itself into the womb? See, this is the research that needs to be done. Okay? And if they have done that research, how are you going to find a keyword so that you can research and read on it? They're not interested in the studies of people who are trying to figure out what happens to the fertilized egg and sperm because they still join. If you're taking birth control pill, you need to know that they still join. A lot of people are going to say, well, the actual tube is no longer producing. I cannot think of what the round thing is. The round thing on the tube. I can't even think of what that stores eggs, y'all. I cannot even think of the. I know there's the fallopian tube that is the actual highway to the uterus. But look, it's still producing eggs. It's still producing eggs, even on your birth control. Sperms are still able to reach those eggs. It's just now your womb is now a hostile environment. It's a desolate place for life now. So that ovum, that sperm, that egg is still maturing as it goes towards the tubes, go through the tubes to the uterus. That it is going to attach itself to. It's going to attach itself to that. Okay? That's why women have more than one fibroid. Some women have one, some have multiples. Those were all of the babies that you were going to have. Common sense. I just want them to tell us, and they're not going to do that because, like I say, it requires research, it requires funding, it requires someone willing to participate in studies, it requires fucking money. Hello? How many cells have divided in this fertilized egg between it being inseminated by sperm to the time that it eventually becomes dormant in the uterine lining is my question. Okay? So now you have a cluster of them. Now you have about 13. Them your 13 babies. It's giving you trouble. Some women could have more than that. Now you're pregnant and they have to be fed. Think. During pregnancy, you're producing more progesterone. And the fact that they are, in fact, ovums, they're going to get some food too. But now it's just like it is retarded now. Because it never did get a chance to develop the legs, the arms. They have cut some of them open and have found teeth in them. Hair. Look them up. I'm not making this stuff up. People think that I'm sitting here just making up things. And then they just say that lady she has a lack of discipline. This lady is crazy. She got behavioral issues. She was something wrong with this woman. She got a lot of nerve to be calling out the industries like this. Okay. Yes, they have teeth, they have hair and bone in them, some of them. But now the actual fibroid may be a little bit different. But some of the masses do have human parts inside of them. They found them in men's testicles also too. Okay. So guess what? Now you know what your fibroids are. Okay. You know what they are now, don't you? You carrying around a big one the size of a baby? You know what it is, don't you? It's a deformed fetus. That's what it is. Okay. Okay. Hey, Cimarron, how you doing? Okay, so Cimarron says they call dermoid cyst. Some women are and men are carrying around dermoid cyst. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I ain't here to sugarcoat nothing. I don't care if you do think I'm crazy. If you sit down here and you get some information from me and you go and do your research, then maybe you can get out of this this dark place you in right now. This place where you angry and you upset and you looking for somebody you can sit down here and taunt and pick on and make fun of and think you more superior and better than, okay, the people like us, the so-called what you call crazies. Okay, get your information, do your own research. There are such things as dermoid cysts. I know what you want to do. We don't want to hear it your way. You haven't done the research. We rather hear it the way the scientists said. Well, if that's what you want to do, if you want to do it the way the scientists say so, do it that way. But this may be the first time you ever heard of a dermoid cyst, and you've heard it via this channel. And Cimarron actually brought up the dermoid cyst because I couldn't remember the name of it. Okay? But your fibroids are now nothing but just the fatty tissue, the adipose tissue of your dead baby. And then they become necrotic and they become calcified and stuff. And they have like mineral deposits in it. It's just very sick and sinister. And to know that you have made a decision for yourself to actually create this hostile environment for yourself and your soon to come offspring, is sad because, it's still, even though you may have been ignorant and not know, you know what I'm saying? You still responsible. You at the end of the day, you still got to take responsibility because you're not gonna make the pharmaceutical industry take the responsibility. There will be no lawsuits or no compensation, no nothing. Okay, so you are the governor of your own health, and no one cares about it as much as you. Okay, and no one has to care about it more than you. Okay, so you can't hold nobody responsible for yourself. Ashley said, no such a thing. What we talking about here, Ashley? Metaphysical Life Mastery, how you doing, says, I have seen the same photos and surgical transcription notes used to do medical transcriptions. They taking a lot of that down, y'all, long time ago. If I could only have the photos to show y'all what I've seen. I don't know if they were medical experiments or these were just anomalies or what, but they had files where they were showing photos of babies that were produced. It just only had babies had no torso or nothing, just a head with just, but there's just a big old ball of just like a head with just hair on it, no eyes, no nose, no mouth, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Which I do believe a lot of that is due to radiation poisoning and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then who knows, the food industry, environmental things, all of that stuff like that. Yes, this stuff is real, y'all. It is real, but they took that site down. The name of that site, I think the site may still exist, but it may be on the dark web. There's a place called the dark web where you can, see some of the most sinister things or participate in some of the most sinister things out there. Don't try to just go in places like that unless you got a browser that protects your identity, that protects all of your information. If you do banking online and stuff like that, they can hack into that and get that. When they say it's a dark web, it is definitely a dark web. I wouldn't say just go into a place like that. Y'all know mama don't mind going in a place like that if she could, but I ain't gonna be going, not because I am scared of the repercussions of what the government may do, because they the one who created it. That's the way they do most of their transactions or what have you, as far as getting their drugs and stuff over here into the country and stuff like that. The government is behind all these drugs being over here. Come on now. Come on. They have their private planes where they can fly their shit from Colombia and all these different things and stuff like that to get their shit over here. But anyways, the only reason why I wouldn't be going there is because I don't really at this point have a need to go over there, but to do research. And I'm not going to be trying to put these different browsers on here and go through all these extra steps to keep myself confidential. It's a lot of work that has to be done to go and browse the dark market. You can buy all kind of drugs and contraband and illegal automatic weapons and stuff like that. You can even buy people, you know what I'm saying? Human trafficking and stuff occurs there and stuff like that. But I believe that this particular website probably went underground because some of the stuff that I was seeing there prior to them cleaning up the internet, oh God, it's just awful. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to, spoil anyone's day because it was a lot of killing and murdering, hit. You can hire hit men, all that stuff like that. Even the hit man showing videos and stuff of what the work they've done and where they hit the bodies. All that type of crazy stuff was on that website. Do y'all hear me? This was some years ago, about 8 years, 9 years. Not even, no, it was further back than that. I think it's like 2005, 6. But yeah, they went there, but they on that website that I went on, they were just showing all of the medical anomalies and stuff like that. And so it was some crazy stuff on there, y'all, if you get my drill. Okay, Metaphysical Life says, "Yep, the dark web and deep web. That's where all of that stuff go on, and y'all ain't gonna be able to handle it. Which is we ain't gonna be able to handle all that stuff. So don't try to go to those places. We ain't finna go there. Okay." Metaphysical Life and how you doing? Says yes, indeed, they are taking a lot of the proof down. I saw it back between 2008 and 2011. Yeah, I mean, even where they were showing like animals, and animal and human babies and stuff like that, that does happen. It is real where people are impregnating chickens and stuff like that. And so you have this chicken slash human and sheep slash human, goat slash human. They had a lot of that stuff on there. And I was like, oh my goodness. Human beings born with feathers growing out of their skin and stuff, makes me think about this movie where they were showing these people like they were amphibians, half human, half amphibians and stuff. That's real too. Would have had them in these huge aquariums and stuff and facilities and stuff, but they were actually like human beings, that were able to swim underwater. Their bodies looked different. They had gills and stuff like that and fins and stuff, but they were very humanoid, which we would probably call them mermaids and stuff like that. But that stuff is funny. Asher said, either way, it's a serious deal. Safe sex. Hey, Black Widow Beehive Club. Akita said, this is an amazing topic. I'm reading the chat now. Oh, Metaphysical said somebody done stole some information from them. Akita said, I know too much to be worried about what they say about me. Metaphysical say that they write books and build their channels up on our information. Thank you. You know what? Patricia, I couldn't say ovaries for nothing in the world. That just would not come to my mind. Ovaries. This is where the eggs are produced. Thank you, Patricia. Hey, Gail. Love you too. Okay. Okay, Metaphysical says called Taking Charge of Your Fertility, and it costs $3 on eBay. Metaphysical say there's a book for natural fertility management out there, and it greatly helped me. Metaphysical said they would rather use the rhythm method than use a synthetic chemical, because synthetic chemicals have a lot of side effects, y'all. I see Akita saying ovaries. Tiffany is saying ovaries. How you doing, Tiffany? How you doing? I couldn't think, and I was looking off, so I didn't get a chance to see that y'all had told me what it was. Okay. Cimarron says fibroids are also linked to trauma and severe disappointment with our counterparts. Mayo and New Hampshire use ultrasounds to shrink or obliterate fibroids. This is not covered by insurance. Imagine that. Of course, they don't want to cover that with no insurance. So what? So you can get that done and they don't get a chance to do a hysterectomy or myomectomy and you go on to produce babies and stuff? Nah, you can't have that. They'll tie your tubes and stuff like that. At least as a free form of birth control. But you think they're gonna go in there and reverse it for you for free? That was the whole reason for doing it in the first place, keep you from having children. Oh, Metaphysical says I was on and off them a few years, probably 7 total between ages 18 to 33, but I had enough. Hey, Simply Keela, how you doing? Precarious says, my mom took me to the doctor to get birth control when I was 15, but I never took them because I knew they would destroy my body. I knew what time it was. Just like all of that, like tampons and stuff, y'all. You don't put those things in your body, young women. Don't put menstruating women, don't put tampons in your body. Another way for them to get you. Don't do that. I never will forget when tampons had been out for a minute and stuff like that. My mom was trying to make us wear those things when we were young because they were cost efficient and stuff like that. And she was upset with us because we would not use those. We went and bought ourselves pads. And I don't know why she wanted us to wear those so bad. Don't, and she wouldn't wear them. Oh, you gonna put those on, whatever, whatever, whatever. We went and bought what we wanted, which was pads, and then she finally got off our backs about it because some new thing came out called toxic shock syndrome, where women were actually dying from putting those things in and leaving them in too long. Don't put that stuff in y'all body. It's very unnatural. It's poisonous. It's no telling what they laced it, what kind of chemicals they laced it with. And then I do believe that may cause some infertility too. Think about it now. If they are able to put a patch on your arm and say that's birth control and it really works, you don't get pregnant, they can also put them in the tampons and on the pads too now. Metaphysical says, gave me lots of issues, caused calcium loss and mad backaches and mood swings. Hey, Hecate, queen of the vampires and witches. Okay. uh Says never care for birth control. It causes hair shed, weight gain. Glad I got off of it. Yeah, that's right. It's got a lot. It's got some side effects. Unnecessary side effects you don't even need. Just be natural. Just like these damn chemicals you put in your hair causes what? Weight loss, weight gain, hair loss, and all this other stuff. And these women wondering why, dang, I just don't understand why I'm so heavy. Yeah, what you putting on your head? Not just what you eat and what you putting on your skin and your scalp. Metaphysical said another friend had them removed at age 24. She looked 4 months pregnant, grapefruit size. Metaphysical said a friend had bad fibroids during pregnancy just 3 years ago. She delivered, then had the myomectomy. Akita said that's 24 extra pounds. You would be surprised what the abdominal cavity can carry. One man carried his conjoined twin in his abdomen. Hecate said, mine's put me on when I was 13. I switched to the pills at 18, never took it. Told my doctor I wanted to get myself off of it. This is why some people have so much hatred and anger towards their mothers, because it will almost make you think that the mothers were very sinister in a sense to do something like that. But it's only because they're ignorant and they don't know no better. Some of what they do to you is what somebody done to them. Metaphysical says, I like organic cotton or handmade ones. They douse many commercial ones in chlorine and dioxin. Patricia said, my grandma did too. They used homemade sanitary napkins. We've been doing that forever. And they try to shame you because you're not using sanitary pads. Something that feeds the pockets of the industries and stuff. When you may decide, hey, you know what I'm going to do? With all of these socks, I've never done it. You know what I'm saying? But if I was still menstruating and flowing, I would do it. I would take those black socks, cotton now, they got to be cotton. You got to be careful because you got a lot of synthetic material in there, or just buy the cotton. Okay, just buy the cotton. And use natural cotton to stuff them and create pads out of them. All them scraps of clothing and stuff, those women took those things and made their own you know what I'm saying, their own pads from that. So they, and a lot of places they still practicing that. Or they have menstrual cups that you can put up in there that catches the blood. So and like I say, some places make them with the velcro lining that go across your underwears and everything. Okay? So go for it. Go for it. Metaphysical said, "Good day to you, Mama, and many blessings. Love to you. Good day, everyone." Cimarron says, "A company named Hesta makes 100 organic cotton reusable cloth menstrual period pads." Okay, Akita says, "Dormant ovums lining the uterus. Imagine that." That's right. And the moment you get pregnant, they will grow and grow and grow. Because after all, it's an ovum too, isn't it? It's needing that food to grow too, huh? This is why it has its own blood vessels and all, so it can receive nourishment too. Hecate says, "My mom was in her late 40s when she had me, so I can believe it. I've seen whites, Hispanics, Caribbeans, and Africans have kids after menopause and in their 50s. Not a lot, but a few. Yeah, it's very a few minute ones, but it happens." Akita said, "The only thing is they don't call it stealing. They say they were inspired. If they say anything at all, don't worry. Keep on planting them gems. Go, mama, go." Hey, Nicole. Hey, Daryl Owens. Thank you. Patricia said, "I see people stealing a lot on YouTube." Yes, they do. It's just people who, like she was saying, they say that they were inspired. But my thing is, I always like to call out the sources, names to give them credit. But so, some people will actually, criticize me and then go on to use my material to create videos or to teach with. This is what I have a problem with. Akita says, "Spirit will guide as usual. I wouldn't worry about the others. Expect payment instead." Okay. Well, I can't say my spirits have taken care of me. I just don't like when people come back to me and say, "Oh, you saw that on such and such channel." Okay, and then I see the video was made what a few days after I had already talked about it. You see what I'm saying? Akita said they all probably secretly watch. Yeah. That's how come, we don't have as many thumbs up a lot of the times because some of them don't want to touch either a like button or a dislike button. They don't want to touch it because if they touch it, it's like admitting that they were there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Nala Monet. Nala Monet says her TT been telling us for a long time. I hope I said that right. A time she got everything we want in her backyard. Everything you need is in the backyard and in the kitchen. It's already growing in the ground. The so-called weeds are what's good. Weeds are good, y'all. Summer Rose says she is allergic to anything coconut. You got a coconut allergy? Don't worry about it. You can use olive oil. Don't worry about the coconut. Use the olive oil. Hey, Bebop, love you too. So for all of you all women in 4C, okay, thank you. Kita's had to correct me. I have a 4C texture. Okay, 4C is the texture. That is the most kinkiest texture of them all. Of them all. I call that, I have like what you call Congo hair. Okay. So Congo hair is very, very, very tight stitched curl. It's not even curl. Mine, I wouldn't even call it curl. Some of them are curls, but some of them are like more of a Z pattern than a C. Oh, I need to coin that. I have a Z pattern. I have a voice of 4Z. I have a 4Z. Okay. LaShonda said, I have 11 expecting my 12th child. You for real? Are you trolling? Congratulations, girl. I wish I had had 15 children myself. I'm telling every woman to go out and have as many babies as you possibly can. That's what we came here to replenish the earth now. For anyone to say don't have no babies, that's unnatural. The natural thing is to replenish the earth. Okay? I don't care what color you are, you have as many babies as you possibly can. When they say, oh, you're just making babies so that they can be a burden to society. Well, society has created the burden because we all supposed to be living off the land. We're really supposed to be growing our own fruits, vegetables, or whatever. It's geoengineering that won't allow us to do that because they want to keep us in the industry, keep you laboring in the market, keep you dependent on paying for these rentals and stuff and mortgages and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? Keep you paying the property taxes, keep you in the loop. Keep you going to their grocery stores versus you growing your own food, your own vegetables. And even if you try to grow your own fruits and vegetables, man, that weather modification ain't no damn joke. I heard snow is all over Buffalo, New York. Now we get the artificial snow is out. Okay, the 20s and the 30s are on their way here. Sleet and snow, all that shit is on its fucking way. Weather modification is fixing to get ready to take off. Get prepared to pay higher than usual gas prices, fuel prices, all of the likes. Food prices is gonna be off the roof. It's this shit gotta be paid for. They're cranking the machines up, y'all. Destiny say they send the fibroids to the lab so that they can extract the blood for their evil workings. Yeah, and just like the placenta, they use the placenta to create hair products, y'all. Yes, they do. Which placenta got estrogen in it. That's why I say your hair products do have that estrogen. Okay, I experienced my little first interruption, and we know why. Yes, we know why. But so, anyways, yes. So, I call the hospital the harvesting centers and stuff. They good. They can be good. They can be bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, baby, you shouldn't be giving birth to your babies in no hospital. Come on now, have your babies at home. Okay, have your babies at the house, unless you're a high risk patient. If you high risk, go to the hospitals. If you're not, have your baby at home. I was birthed at home. Keep those vaccines out your babies. Keep your placenta. You're supposed to keep your placenta for yourself. Why you think in the villages and stuff, especially during famine, they look forward to you having babies, having the baby, because they were gonna eat the placenta. That was food. That was food that was gonna feed the village. That's why it's a big old nice chunk of a piece and stuff so that you can cook it. I don't know how you want to eat it. Consume it. I know a lot of folks saying, yuck. Yes, it's meat. Hey, Phyllis. Hey, Saint Anne. Hey, Dee Dee. Oh, hey, Root Doctor Blackbird. Okay, I can't get too far back. Designer food, somebody said. I can't get too far back up to the top because, hey, Jackie, how you doing? Thank you for moderating. Okay, Jackie said her hair is nappier than a sheep's ass. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because it's a purpose. Our hair, all of our hair comes with us for purposes of protecting us from something. Okay, so if you have straighter, finer hair, then you come from what may be a places where there's probably what maybe a colder climates and stuff like that. I'm not sure. I just know it's for a reason. If your hair is more nappier texture and you come from an area where there's more sun. I think straighter hair is for areas where there's less sun. Nappier hair is for areas where there's more sun. So those curls have a purpose as well as the hair that's straight for a purpose. You understand? So straighter hair is going to let sunlight in. You need it. Nappier hair is to diffuse a lot of sunlight because if you come from an area where, I mean, the sun beaming down on your head like in the desert and everything, this is sort of like a fabric to protect you from ultraviolet rays. So everything has a purpose. It's not just there to, oh, your hair is nappy. That's a punishment. Oh, it's because you've been a bad person. Your race is a bad race. You know, all of that shit is lies, man. Okay. So you have to look at it just like I have a excessive dark skin to most. And excessive, I don't like to use the word excessive because we use excessive as a negative term, like, oh, it's a bad thing. But my skin is darker because I come from an environment where there's a lot of sun. You know what I'm saying? We all scattered all over the place now. And with weather modification, you know what I'm saying? Anything goes. But so black people skin are created a certain kind of a way to protect them from ultraviolet sun rays or what have you. If your skin is a little lighter, that means you may have come from a place where there's less sunlight, so you can avoid. So you see, y'all see where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Hey Vicky, how you doing? Okay, Akita said 4Z. I think that's what they wanted to say. A 4Z pattern, not a 4C or 4Z as in zebra. Metaphysical says, I feel you. My hair cores like those dogs that have them dreadlocks. LOL. No, them dogs that had them dreadlocks, they had that C curl. Mm-mm. They don't have a 4Z. They have curls. People with the hair texture like mine's, we have like a Z. When I say Z, as in zigzag. So those dogs have like a more of a S curl. Really, to tell you the truth, you're not gonna find this hair pattern that we have on any type of animals. They're not on there. They're only on human beings. Okay. And it's a reason for them being zigzag. So, you won't get like, you won't get any type of bugs or anything like that. But now they do say that some people can get have dreadlocks that will get bugs. But what it is so that natural pestilence cannot get in there and find their way to around that. So, like I say, it's a reason for it. It's not that people who have my hair patterns, oh, you're being punished. You're being punished because you're bad. You're bad. No, 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 no. If something was to get there, it wouldn't be able to navigate in there because, I mean, it's too many crooks and turns. Too many crooks and turns to get around up in there. They'd be like, I'm confused. Where do I go? So everything is for a reason. For every good, they can be bad. For every bad, they can be good. You know what I'm saying? I do notice that with my hair is sort of like very waterproof. Very waterproof. Like if water get on it, it kind of like, I don't, what's the word for it? It just, water don't go through it. It don't absorb through it. It doesn't absorb light well either. And it's all for a purpose. It doesn't absorb the light well because it's a shield to, once again, prevent them ultraviolet lights. You know what I'm saying? Wintertime, it's just like having a hat on, where it's freezing cold and stuff like that. I'm pretty warm in the dreadlocks. But the bad side, the flip side to that, in the summertime, I be about to burn up. It be hot. You know what I'm saying? So we all have, our bodies are all designed. Everybody is designed. Every one of your bodies are designed for the environment that you're from. You see what I'm saying? Just like the fact my skin is so dark, I absorb less D. So what? That means that I need to stay in more sunlight. Where if my skin, you know what I'm saying, probably wasn't as dark, I probably would need to spend more time out there. That's why they said darker complected people may, if they don't get enough sunlight, we're more predisposed, especially dark skinned women, to breast cancers and everything because of that lack of D. Okay? So when you see like different little things about how your body is designed that limit you in some ways to certain things, you have to work yourself around that. What mama's supposed to do, mama's supposed to be out in that sun. Okay? But during this time of the year, we all lack that D because we have very little sunlight at this point. Because you need that D3 for them biological weapons they got out there for you. How about that? We all need that. Okay. Daryl says, I have heard of a story where dreadlocks saved a man's life from a bullet. He had very thick Congos. You gotta be teasing now, Daryl. Come on now. For real. Daryl. Daryl, are you trolling? Are you for real? Said he had thick Congos and it saved him from a bullet. Let's talk. Metaphysical said, wow, and Daryl Owens, I believe it. Well, it probably acts as a net or something. It probably just pulled it, just right on into to some of those locks, huh? Woo! Akita says D350K. I do believe you got to go up that high. I do believe that, Akita. IU high potency. I believe you. There was this man that was dying of cancer. I think it was cancer or something else maybe, but no. He was dying of pneumonia. That's what it was. And so his family got persuaded a doctor to infuse in him high potency vitamin C into his bloodstream. He would die, and it managed to save him. But they're saying that, like your D3s and your C, that we supposed to up that to our body weight and up that now, upgrade because of the pestilence that they created now. So whereas 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C probably was enough at one time, depending on what your size is, you may need more than that. You may need 5 milligrams per day. So they are starting to and you can find that. You can go to eBay and find vitamin C's with a higher milligram amount, and you get D3. They got some D3s out there, and they're like 50K, like you said. IUs, 50 IUs per week. You could take once a week. Most of those you need a prescription. But you best better believe those pharmacists and doctors are taking theirs. Hello. Can you persuade a doctor to give you them 50 IUs of D3 and B12 shots. Can you persuade one? Hello. That's what we gonna need. But really, we supposed to be eating apples, apples, oranges, all of that stuff throughout the day to get all of these supplements. Because like a good pineapple and stuff will provide you with more vitamin C than you can ever get out of a supplement pill. Somebody said tricks your body, supplements trick your body into thinking it got what it needs to create an immune system to keep you well. Akita said each strand is like a nerve ending. See, a lot of people think that hair, no matter if it's straight or curly, is just something that you just it just happened to be there. I just happen to have nails. They just happen to be on my finger. So let me clip them. But in all honesty, I'm gonna tell you something. I have a heightened a heightened spiritual awareness since my dreadlocks have gotten as long. And I can do commands with the hair. You remember they said Samson's power was in his hair? It's true. It's true. The power is in the hair. No matter if it grows straight, no matter if it grows curly, no matter if it grows in the Z. Because I think my pattern is like one of the patterns that cannot be reproduced. It cannot be you not when I say it cannot be reproduced, you'll find it on no other living organism. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's something in it. You know what I'm saying? It's something on it. It's something in it. It's a antenna. It's a cord connected to some supernatural force that you cannot touch. You cannot feel. If you and otherwise did not allow your hair to grow. And I'm not just speaking of dreadlocks. I'm talking about all hair, regardless. It's all fingernails and toenails. Really and truly, if you're in warm climates, really, you don't even supposed to, I hate to say it, you don't supposed to really clip it. If you're talking about ascending, you don't supposed to really clip your nails or clip your toenails. We do it for what they call for civilized reason. And I always tell people civilization, civil is a man-made construct. Okay? Dogs do not clip their toenails and fingernails. Well, toenail. I know what y'all gonna say. We're not dogs. I agree. Okay. Cats do not clip. You're not cats, Mom. We're not cats. But we all have something in common with them. We are the mammals. We are living organisms. Okay. So I mean, even though I cut my nails, my toenails and fingernails, really you don't. If you connecting with divinity, you don't supposed to. Your hair is to grow and grow and grow and grow. Your toenails and your fingernails are supposed to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow because they are the actual sensories to like I said, the cosmos, to the information beyond this place. This is what they are. They are organs. Just like you wouldn't want to just go in there and just clip your brain off. Let me go ahead and clip my brain off. I know what you're saying, but it's on the outside of your body. Yes, it's on the outside for a reason. This is just like you got, I don't know how to sense it. Just like you got, your nerve endings on the outside of your body. Your nerve endings are so you can sense what's around you, outside of you. This is what hair and nails is for. Okay. Oh, whew. I ain't got over that what Daryl said. Said the man dreadlocks actually saved him from a bullet. Good Lord. Wow. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, Vicky, thank you. Yes, it repels water. It repels water. Thank you. Metaphysical life mastery said kinky hair diffuses heat plus provides warmth in the cold. That's why they love to use wool and alpaca fur in cold climates. But now here's the thing. This is the thing. And I'm just gonna be honest. Combs are very unnatural. This is for everybody. I don't care if your hair grows straight. Combs are a part of what being civilized. And we gonna be civilized here because we in America. I'm not telling everybody don't comb their hair, but if all of us, no matter if your hair was straight or if your hair was kinky, if you did not comb your hair, it's going to dreadlock. Dreadlocking actually gives you that warmth for cold climates. Did y'all not know that? And the protection against water or something like that, because if your scalp get too saturated in water, you can get sick from that too. You see, this is why your hair provides that almost waterproofing. It would take a lot of water to go in my hair in order to saturate my scalp with water, believe it or not. This is why I love the summertime, because like the fact my hair can hold so much water before eventually it is wet. I use a actual a hose pipe to wash my head. It takes a lot of water, and that's why I don't put products all in my head, because it would take you a whole bottle of shampoo to saturate my entire head. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? So we would all be walking around. I think like if we go way back, we probably did have dreadlocks. You know what I'm saying? We probably all had dreadlocks. I don't care how your hair grow. And but now I guess y'all saying, well, mama, now that we have heat in the house, you don't have to, we don't have to all do that. And I agree. We don't have to all dreadlock our hair. We don't all have to, we can use our combs if we want to use the combs. You can use that, but don't use that hair relaxing stuff. That stuff is poisonous. And don't put dyes in your hair. Please don't do that. Jackie says she absolutely loves her hair. Beautiful. I said we should love, no matter how our hair grow, we should love it. But we got people, that say, oh, my hair is too nappy. I prefer it to be straight. We have straight people, people with straight hair say, I don't like straight hair. I like my hair to be nappy. Oh, I don't like to have the Z pattern. I'd rather have the C. Oh, I don't want black hair. I'd rather have red. I don't want red hair. I prefer blonde. I don't want blonde hair. I prefer black. I don't want black hair. I want brown. We all want to try something different like it's an outfit. So that's exactly what's going on with us. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Jackie said, please, everyone, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Please, y'all, give us some thumbs up. Thank y'all so much. And Jackie, thank you so much for moderating. Okay, y'all. So it has been so nice talking to y'all about everything. So what how we gonna sum all of this up? Let's sum this up right here. Leave them damn birth control pills alone, y'all. Throw the birth control pills out. I know your doctor gonna say, don't listen to this lady. She's an idiot. She's a buffoon. Go and just get her off of your channel. Don't watch her. I've been hearing that from quite a few people saying that their partners are telling them to stop listening to my videos. I done heard that for the third time. You know what I'm saying? Tell them they are guilty, okay, of not living a natural life, and they just don't like the fact mama's just telling the truth, okay? And get them off your back. So birth control pills are very sinister, y'all. Be careful with that stuff, okay? Okay. Akita said, get rid of your partner, mom. Okay, I heard that. See, like I said, when they listening to me and stuff like that, they know I'm going to give y'all the information so y'all can figure out their asses ain't living like they supposed to, and they lying, half of them lying to you. They lying, they lying, they lying. Y'all chicken got so much steroids in it. Y'all be careful. You be careful with chicken. If you want some chicken, y'all, as I go out my way to get me some fried chicken, y'all know I can't help myself. Isn't this pitiful, y'all? Y'all, I guess y'all said, Mama, the blind trying to lead us. Okay, look. Check this out. Sometimes you got addictions, y'all. I got a taste for a piece of fried chicken. Do it, and it be bad. It be bad. Now I don't go to those places like KFC and churches and all that stuff like that because see they targeting you. Don't mess with that stuff, y'all. I go to this place that actually serve, like it's a mom and pop's little place that I go to that serves this. Okay, so I get it from them. They damn it, they got some good. I say wrong, y'all. They disrupted me, and you can see my dreadlocks standing on the top of my head. Yeah, so yeah, go and get some of that. If you're gonna have some, cook your own. Go to the Whole Food store, cook your own. Cook it in some. I always use what you call that oil? Cotton seed oil to fry mines in. Whatever that is. I don't know. I get it from Bass Pro. I get the big bottle from Bass Pro, and I like it. I like it a lot. Mama need a detox. Y'all right. Mama needed that. Akita, I need a detox. I had a good detox yesterday. I had quite a bit of oatmeal and stuff. Never hit the road and eat oatmeal. Please don't do it. Please. That oatmeal was so good, but when Mama got what she had to get, man, whoo, whoo. I was like, this was not the right decision to make. To have a total detox all over this place, this strange place that they. Bye bye, metaphysical. Oh gosh, Jackie said, leave those filthy condoms alone. It ain't no telling what they done laced that with, y'all. Especially if you get them from the health department. Come on now. Y'all done listen to me long enough to know. Do not get condoms from the health department. Are you kidding me? This is the way they spread most of the germs. Okay, now I might be wrong, but I just don't think anything is natural about condoms. I'm admitting that a lot of material that I have brought to you from source may not be correct. I'm just saying I want you to think about it and go out and do your own key research. That's all I'm saying, okay? That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is think about it, where are all of those unfertile where are all of those fertilized ovums going? And I know research is gonna say, oh, well, you don't produce any eggs. When you're on birth control, you're not producing any eggs. I've read where some birth control pills still allow the egg to be produced. So what about the people who on those? Now, if you're on the birth control that stops your periods, you just don't have any periods and you don't produce eggs, that's a whole different story. That's a whole different story. I'm talking about the ones that are still allow you, if you're still having a monthly period every month, you are still producing eggs. Okay, I'm not producing eggs, but releasing them from your ovaries. You're still producing them. So I just got one question. Where are they going? Don't believe them when they say, oh, it just tumbles out and go out the vagina. No, they are programmed to attach themselves just like seeds. Just like you got a seed that falls from a tree, it implants itself in the soil. So do they do that in the womb. Okay. So now that they have implanted themselves, what are they planning on doing? Okay. Well, Vicky says use nothing from the matrix. Even healthy food is criminal. Uh-huh. Okay. Ooh. Jackie says nanoxynol 9 is straight poison designed to destroy the uterus. Well, you got to realize the industry that creates these pharmaceuticals are very male dominated, so they don't have a uterus. So why do they care anything about yours? If you ask them, they'll tell you the uterus is not even important, you know? Just like telling you, yeah, don't worry about it. Your arm is not important. You have another one over there on the other side. You don't need it, you know? Well, why did the body produce tonsils? Why are they there? They're obsolete. Nothing on your body or in your body is obsolete, y'all. Don't listen to that foolishness and nonsense, okay? Ooh, I was intent to get some bentonite clay when I traveled yesterday. Bentonite clay is really, really good. I'm gonna have to get me some. Hey y'all, it's some great comments here in the comment section. I want you all to watch it. I mean to read it. There's some very intelligent people in my chat, y'all. Okay? Which makes me feel good because my uncle always say, God rest his soul. When you are the smartest in your circle, it's time to find another circle. I am not the smartest and the brightest in the circle, as you all can see here, okay? So which means I am making my uncle proud. Ooh, Jackie. Jackie, she gonna get everybody in trouble here. Jackie said, yeah, because they steal your uterus to put it in a bag. Oh, yeah, I heard they supposed to be planning on doing and that is just sick what they fixing to get ready to do with this technology now. Where they can implant uteruses and tubes and ovaries in men. They getting ready to do this right now. I know they're doing it because there were two twins. There were twins. They were identical twins, and one of the twins were born with no ovaries. So what they did is, since the twins were biologically the same, their DNA was the same. They gave the twin that had no ovaries a tubal transplant. Yeah, over tubal transplant to her uterus. So they took her tube and ovary from the one that had two and put it inside of the one that didn't have one. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? So whose baby really is it? And I remember when they showed the lady was able to get pregnant, have a baby, and the twin that actually get donated her tube and ovary to the other twin had this funny look on her face as the lady was playing with the baby, because I mean, in her mind, she's probably saying, that's my baby. That's my, you know what I'm saying? It's just weird. What the things they're doing is strange, man. Thank you so much, Jackie, for getting rid of the actual troll, because the trolls want to come here and have some little speech, but if it's disruptive, you can't be here. Yes, you can, Sanelli, use it for, it's good for your skin. Bentonite clay makes your skin feel so smooth. Sort of like the same effect I get when I get in the creek. When I get in the creek and stuff like that, it makes my skin real smooth when I come out. Y'all, Vicky got a lot of information. She done hit me to some cool stuff. Do you hear me? Even Aja agrees. Okay. Aja said, mm-hmm. Vicky said, and cloned and AL robotics, which you cannot tell is not human. Oh, Akita said they call it Indian healing clay, the bentonite. Patricia said, yes, healthy foods are criminal. Yeah, and believe it or not, a lot of the actual heirloom seeds are criminal too. People, and especially in Tanzania, are being locked up for having their own heirloom seeds. They're like, fucking give me these goddamn seeds. You're not supposed to have them. So we're losing a lot of fruits and vegetables that will keep us healthy. We're losing. They are confiscating it. Do you hear me? Eventually, heirloom seeds will be illegal here. In some places, it's illegal to have your own garden. What the fuck? What'd you say? Vicky said, and burning down Cali, which had the only soil left. They don't want you. Akita said they don't want you healing. Um, they don't want you to heal yourself. That is a good question. Jackie said, why aren't cotton fields available for sale? Well, you actually buy the land and you actually grow whatever seed you want on there. You can grow cotton on it, you can grow soy, whatever you can grow, if you can grow anything with weather modification. With weather modification, it's going to be a lot of stuff that ain't going to be growing no more. Okay? Don't be surprised if all the trees rot and die, grass, all of that, because they are anti-nature. The elitists are anti-nature. The globalists are anti-nature. They want to take all the land and use it for greed, believe it or not. So, when you get the land, you decide what land is for sale. So if you buy land, you can grow that cotton on it if you want to. Jack, if I'm not mistaken, I still got your cotton over here. Okay. Remember, I had picked some of it and it's loaded with seeds. So if you ever decide you want to try to grow some, you can grow it, but you have to grow it outside. Okay. Now, y'all, I'm going to go on because my stomach is just telling me, hey, come on now. It is time for us to go and have our medicine. Hello. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and leave and I'll be back in a little bit. Okay. If I can leave. I don't think I can leave. Sure enough, I can't leave. Why? Because my screen, I haven't taken up care of my issue. I haven't taken care of my issue yet. Okay. Okay, y'all. Let me get this going. Okay, please rate and subscribe. I'll be back in a little bit, okay? Bye-bye.